Hi, today I want to show you how to swap out a receptacle on a 102 Cutmaster so you can use this Thermacut torch and lead. It's more cost effective, and plus we have our own receptacle that this plugs into. So I want to show you how easily it is to swap one of these over. First you're going to want to remove the power from the outlet. Then you're going to want to remove these 10 screws out of the cover. Then remove the nut off the pressure regulator. It just pulls off. And then you've got this brown nut that just unscrews. Remove the pressure regulator out of the machine and just kind of set it down. And then these wires here that plug to the circuit board from the regulator, unplug that. And then you can reach in the front of this. You've got this plastic piece that you, with a screwdriver, push in on the tab, and this thing pulls right off. To show you how this comes apart, on the back of this, you can push this plastic piece in, and the tube pulls right off. And it's the same on this other end. Same way, you squeeze that in and this pulls off. This just pushes in to release it. With a 1/2-inch drive, a 1/2-inch socket, deep wall, remove the nut off the back of the receptacle. Remove the black wire, remove the other nut. There's another jam nut in there, remove that. And then the fitting pushes right out through the front. Your eyelets are off. And then we have a computer board plug, a 7-pin that comes off these blue wires. You need to pop that down off the board. It just unsnaps. And there's a red wire that comes off it that hooks to the board. You remove that off the circuit board. So now all your receptacle is all unplugged. So all we have to do now is take the plastic jam nut off the back of the receptacle, and you can do that with a flat blade screwdriver, and you just get it in there and give it a twist, and that nut will loosen right up. And then spin it off and pull the receptacle out through the front. This is the Thermacut TCS plug that we want to put in there, the receptacle. And what's different about it is you can just plug in your lead and this snaps down and your lead's locked in. Very simple. Okay, I'm gonna install this receptacle in here. You pull it through, put the big plastic jam nut on it, over the wires. And spin that on there. And then same as we took it off with the screwdriver and the twist, same thing. Just give it a twist. And you can watch that nut tighten right up. Okay, then we're gonna put in the fitting. And then we're gonna put the 2 white wires with eyelets over it. We're going to put on 1 jam nut. We're going to snug that up. You don't have to get it really, really tight. Just snug it up. You'll feel it tighten up. Then the black wire. Then the other jam nut. snug that one up. And then the red wire, just kind of feed it under there and line it up with the circuit board. And replace the screw back into the circuit board. And you don't want to over tighten any of these. You just want to get them tight and then just snug them a little bit, and they're good. They're not going to move. Okay. Okay, we're going to be plugging this 7-pin connector on where it says J9. And just be careful when you do this that you don't bend the pins. But get the thing lined up under there. You might have to bend the wires just a little bit. But get it under there, and then carefully, you'll feel it snap in there. Okay, I'm gonna replace this air solenoid valve, and it just pushes back on there. And then the green hose, you don't have to take this off, but it makes it a lot simpler to move everything around in there. But that pushes right back in. It just pushes in, you'll feel it bottom out. Okay, we're gonna plug this wire back onto the circuit board from the pressure regulator. And just be careful because they're very easy to bend. Okay, so then after you do that, we're gonna put this regulator back into place. We're gonna put the lock nut back on it. And then the knob, it just pops right back on. Just push it on there and all of a sudden it's all set. So then after this, we just have to put the cover back on and the screws, and we're gonna take it outside and fire it up. I have the Thermacut torch all installed. Let's see how good it cuts. Just like a dream.